Alright, man, got the setup. What's going on, man? It's Andy tuning back in. Got the big old sheet pan. Nice little easy. I did some prepping, but you know, pretty simple recipe that I'm making today. Big shout out to the One Great Vegan. Her and her music singing recipes. So I prepped most of my stuff. And again, I am doubling the recipe as almost always I do. I got about 6-7 tomatoes. I got about 2 white onions. I think I did 6 red bell peppers. And I roughly chopped everything. Being that we're gonna blend this little later. You know? Okay, I did about maybe 14 cloves of garlic. It's 6 proportion. This is who I am. The seasonings involves Italian seasonings, all-purpose seasoning. I'm forgetting the red crushed peppers. 1 second. Yeah, man, pretty straightforward. Normally I make the sauce in the pot. Try this method out real quick. I got my oven already preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And because I want some extra, I'm gonna do some extra. So check it out. I got this. I got my can of diced tomatoes. Also got some veggies I'm gonna roast. So that's not part of the recipe. These guys right here. Some butternut squash, some carrots, a little bit of shiitake mushrooms. This is how I feel. Okay, so the recipe called for only about what, 2 cups of this. This is about 4. Yeah, almost. I'm gonna pour some of this here. Get my spatula because the tomatoes ain't coming out. Probably save some. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do this. This is way above the mark. I just do all of it. Whatever. Get that roasted flavor on there. And don't forget the olive oil. I would do some avocado, but it's all good. Probably said a few tablespoons. Let me just eyeball this here. Make sure a little bit of love everywhere. And then the fresh herb, I'm gonna add them at the end. Once I bake this, I will bake this one more time. So here we stir to combine. Oh, I forgot the salt. Can't forget the salt. So I'll probably be adding a teaspoon, maybe 2, to the mix. Yeah, it's quite a few veggies. And when they're nice and seasoned, add some black pepper. Yeah, man, pretty excited. I'm having too much tofu in my diet the past few recipes, so I wanted to switch it up. I'm gonna have some pasta with it, you know, some carbohydrates, but the tofu, soy, every now and then, not every day. That's the rough part about meal prepping that stuff. But it's all gravy. Alright. That's about it, basically. Just stir this up, make sure all my veggies is coated. The seasoning. It's all gonna get blended up, regardless. But you know, I want my stuff to be evenly proportioned, even though I got most of the herbs over here. Alright. One big old hodgepodge of deliciousness. We're hoping the garlic get roasted. The tomato starts softening up a bit. You have some brown edges to the veggies. The onions caramelize a bit. That's what we're hoping for. It's pretty beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna do the same thing with the veggies. I'm just add a little salt, black pepper, maybe some soy sauce and oil. Nothing too crazy. I already added some little garlic chopped up, minced up. I'll be back once this is done. We're gonna put it in the oven between, at 425 degrees it was, between 25 and 35 minutes. I'll be back once the next steps. After this, pretty darn simple. Blend, pasta, go. Alright man, be real simple like. Be right back with the next few steps. Alright y'all, so for the next step, man, it's been a little minute. I took a shower, I'm busy. Okay, so I'm gonna add our concoction. You know, let it cool down. Did a few different things. Took a shower, whatnot. I'm gonna add this here. And we're gonna blend. In addition to our mixture, we're gonna add some hummus. The recipe calls for, you can use chickpeas, cooked chickpeas. It is what it is. I might not add everything, that's cool. That's alright. Have my water boiling for the pasta. And get that ready. While I get this ready, it'll be all good. Okay, so that's that. As far as I'm going with this. So the recipe calls for about 3/4 cups of hummus. We'll see how that works. I'm guessing it's for the creaminess, you know, and whatnot. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the stock while I'm out of here. Okay. Shouldn't be too much, but here I go. We're gonna add a little bit from now. I'm gonna do this in 2 portions, being that I have the other half of the concoction. The tomatoes, the roasted red peppers, and whatnot. Make sure my blender is on. Alright, can y'all see this? Alright, and now we blend. And finally, we've made it. Then my 2 batches of our sauce. Blended that up. Alright, got my pasta resting. And this warmed up. Gonna add a little bit of the pasta water here. Had it drain. Okay. And now for the dunk. Okay. So I have my pasta waiting, resting for just a few minutes. I'll show you the brand right now of this interesting looking pasta. Okay. First, get everything up in there. I'll warm back the pasta. Let it absorb some of the sauce. And then we're gonna add some of this basil. Call it a day, man. Hold up. Fresh basil. I got some parsley to garnish. We'll get this money. This is Get all the basil submerged. Do its dance with the sauce. It pairs oh so well with some tomato sauce, roasted pepper, whatever you like to call this. And that's it, man. I'm gonna let this come to some type of simmer. I'm probably add some, probably add it right now, some more vegan parm from Make It Dairy Free. It won't melt, but we'll definitely add some type of cheesy tones. I'll make another bag here soon. Not measuring it, maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons. I did double the recipe, so it's quite a bit. Gonna fold that in. Come to enjoy our meal. My meal. If you're making it, well, it'll be classified as your meal. Here I am. The fruits of my labor. Okay. We're gonna let this warm through and through. Be back with some pictures and then the review. Hold up. Super excited, man. What's up, y'all, man? It's Andy tuning back in. Man, I got a feast. I got my salad. Got the vegan sushi, and of course the main dish. It's beautiful, beautiful pasta. So big shout out to the One Great Vegan. You might have seen her video. She be singing, she be cooking. She does it all. I think it's Gabrielle Reyes, I believe her name is. And this is the pasta I forgot to show y'all. It's pacheri, caramel, whatever pasta. But yeah, big shout out to the One Great Vegan, man. Her channel's awesome. Had a little, a little taste here and there of the sauce. Haven't been into the pasta itself. Almost forgot my roasted veggies, man. I was like, I made something else, and I look in the oven, it's just right there staring at me. So that's that. I got my butternut squash, some shiitake mushrooms, as well as some roasted carrots. Just a little garlic, chopped up, minced up, salt, pepper, olive. It was avocado oil and a little bit of soy sauce for the umami. So let's take a bite of the pasta itself. Try to be fancy, Got the garnish, the parsley, and this interesting shaped pasta, man. Cheers. A little spicy. Definitely taste hints and notes of the tomato, but definitely the roasted red peppers. This is a roasted red pepper pasta for sure. The creaminess, I'm getting it from the hummus. Ooh, my bad, it's a little hot, like temperature-wise, but it's good. Take a bite of the butternut squash. For some reason, I feel like the butternut squash pairs very well with like any kind of tomato-based sauce, especially with some pasta. All in all, it's pretty good. Quite savory. I'm digging it. There's a hello roasted flavor to it. It must come for the tomatoes and the peppers for sure. I don't taste too much garlic. It's in there for sure. But the Italian seasoning, the herbs, definitely comes out. The thyme, I put some rosemary, but I didn't. What is the thyme? The sage, the dry sage, oregano, some parsley in there. You know what I'm saying? Typical. Is off. Wow. The roasted butternut squash was a definite must, at least for me. But all in all, man, I rate this, I don't know. I don't even rate these things, but an 8 or 9. Top level. I didn't bake it. I know I could have. I was thinking about it, but I didn't have no like vegan cheese to top it off. The store was stocking. I wasn't asked to do, so whatever. But I'm fine with it, kind of, being a regular pasta. You could definitely make this a baked dish. It would come out bomb, hella flavorful, and a different texture on the top, a little crunch. But other than that, man, big thanks to One Great Vegan. Big thanks for you for watching, and big thanks for myself for cooking this for myself. Totally happy with the result. I'm excited for the summertime. I'm excited for this coming week. I basically take a whole week off this past week. Haven't been doing a whole lot of nothing, and it was much needed, a little rest. A little embarrassed to say that, but for some reason I don't like taking time off. But other than that, man, it's Andy tuning out, bro. Appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great week. Hope you have a good one. I'm enjoying my time off and eat this great meal. Peace.